pass with an unwelcome companion. You can pass as a true soul, but they cannot. Be sure to keep them close, so you can speak on their behalf if the cultists ask too many questions. Steel yourself and venture forth.
Halt!
Her thoughts invade your own, hunting for recognition. Your parasite offers it readily.
True soul, a pleasure. What news from the field? General Ketterik's advisor went off on a field trip. Zarell's in charge till he gets back. Zarell's in the audience chamber, true soul. Go right ahead. Praise the Absolute.
Baldur's Gate. The army marches overland, but we sent some friends ahead to smooth the way. Nothing of note, just supplies for the battle ahead. I've already checked it twice over.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Right you are, I suppose. Check away.
And until they reach the city, the Absolute smiles on them and I don't plan on being a guard for long, true soul. Thank you.
A wave of sick familiarity radiates from one barrel amidst the cargo. Tadpoles. Sleeping and scarcely aware, but echoing yours 100-fold.
Holy hells. Each one a mind flayer in waiting.
The winged serpent of the Zentarim. It seems their pursuit of profit extends even here. A mental churning as your interference stokes the tadpoles into a boiling frenzy. The connection snaps.
Seat of the Absolute, and the source of our altered tadpoles. Stay your blade when you're able. Interrogate who you can. Answers first, bloodshed later.
This is the abode of our dear Absolute. It's about as cheerful as expected.
This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
Mind Meg her meat sounds? It's just her brain slopping around in her skull.
Hush! Meat sounds above. Here. No! Meg, no meat! You find meat? You share!
And this was funny when it was just goblins branding arses, but you lot mean business, eh? Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul? Of course. Just before some godless lunatic purged the place of every innocent soul. A pity neither of us saw what happened. Nothing worth repeating. Corpses don't much go in for commerce. Here, though, look around. All manner of beasties united against the enemies of the Absolute. Quite a god to bring them all together, and quite a fool who draw their ire. Hmm? All who pass through here find their way to the Absolute, one way or another. How painful the path is, well, that's up to them. But look at me preaching, when I'm only here to serve. Anything to trade, true soul?
Rower you want? We only talk when you've misbehaved.
Pack of recruits they bring in is worse than the last. Can't trust them to sweep the stables, let alone swing a sword. Not for me to say. All I know is they're bloody useless round here. No doubt. Isn't for me to question them above me. I'm sure you know your business. I'll see they get all the help they need, true soul. And they'll need quite a bit.
The line. I'll be the first of us to swear to the General.
Not all of us survived the shadows to stand here. My wife, my sons, they were unworthy.
The Absolute herself called us here. They cannot stop us from seeing Zarelл now.
One of her blessed, aren't you? To hear her voice, I cannot imagine.
If you have coin, then show it. I do not peddle. The Absolute needs warriors for her crusade. But I see only weaklings in this. Prove it! Who's singing your name? Looks like there's bite in you yet. Want anything from my stash? You pay less than the rest.
Oh, it's true, Zal. The army. They're nearly ready. It's nearly time. Us? We are so many, and we are marching. I've never been to battle. I've never been to war.
Back, true soul. Zarell is holding an audience with the General, deciding the fate.
Must have come in with the Drider, did ya? Well, you're in good time. General Ketterik's in the main hall. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Bunch of the others were rounded up in the main hall a while ago. They ain't come back.
Heard a rumor some do-gooder stopped a horde of absolutists from getting their hands on a load of druids in some grove. Whoever it was, better pray the General doesn't smoke 'em out. Be a bloodbath, so it would.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you? Soft and sweet as pudding, isn't he? He no longer remembers his life in the wild. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better. I have. It is one thing to hear her voice. Quite another to feel the power she can grant. Observe. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do? Oh, as you wish. A little advice. Should you seek an audience with her, steel yourself. To be remade, we must be willing to suffer. Please, Zarell, and you will be called to ascend to the tower top. Many have gone before you, though not all have returned.
These are the stalking grounds of Steelclaw, furless one. Tread lightly. Fortunately for you, the slithering vermin I hunt has my attention. For now. It is a name I earned through bloodshed and death. Unfortunately, the more ignorant here refuse to use it. Fluffers, they call me. Idiots. Focus. Dedication. Utmost vigilance. I braved lapping waters and leaking ships to find this prey. I butchered many, and will butcher many more. But this one I toy with. I slice, I tear, and when the time is right, I will bite its head off and bathe in its innards! Lies, it merely pretends. But I'm a patient hunter. I will wait for it to stir, and then I will strike. Now I must return to my prey. It has been too long since it felt the bite of fear. I miss its cries for me.
A mere shadow of a creature. Yet it hears the Absolute's voice.
West from the terrace. That's the Absolute's power. The General's power.
Arай Облодra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul, and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. Please. You think someone in my line of work wouldn't recognize a vampire spawn when they see one? I trade in blood, and the potions that can be wrung from it. I'm more than happy to make you one, if you'd honor me with your blood. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together, hmm? Research, naturally. A little experimentation, perhaps. I have an innate curiosity for all things sanguine. Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your friend. He's a vampire, no? Or one of their spawn, at least.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you? I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry, you want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
I'm sorry, but could you excuse us a moment? Are you actually asking me to do this? Trading me for some potion? Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank. I can't say. It just smells wrong. Unnatural. Drinking it wouldn't kill me, but it would not be pleasant.
I don't have all day, true soul.
All right. Thank you. It's still a no, I'm afraid.
How very disappointing.
Thank you. I appreciated that.
We did as we was told, General. Followed every order.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
Us? No, it was Minfara. She got the orders. She...
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
You failed to retrieve the artifact. You failed to protect your true soul. You do not deserve to live.
Mercy, General! Please!
General Thorm?
Let our newest arrival speak. You have seen what these creatures are capable of, and you have seen their inadequacies, isn't that so? What is your judgment?
You know I'm loyal! Tell him!
Enough! True soul, tell the General how the goblins served our cause.
Thank you! I'm glad someone noticed.
I'm sure they were very enthusiastic. But zeal without efficacy is for children, not servants. We are too close to the ending and the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them quickly.
What? No! You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again. Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. They are yours. You can release them, kill them, or feed them to each other for all I care. Just deal with them. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! Oh, crap! You're gonna enjoy this, ain't ya?
Goblins, tell me how they suffered. No, better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. Tongues of psychic flame lap at the memory of the goblins dying by your hand.
I see you like to handle underlings physically. So do I. Your confidence is delicious. I can see why the Absolute might be hungry to dig deeper into that mind of yours. I certainly am.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
My. Your lust for the neck pricker is succulent. I'd like to take a bite out of him myself. With the Absolute, your fantasies can become more real than flesh. The pleasures of the mind can surpass those of the body. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again? She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my good side. And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
Indeed. The Absolute's love for him has made him more than mortal. He is unstoppable. There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home. Then he must have failed to make the urgency of his mission clear. I do not want to see you again until the relic is secure at moonrise.
He's trouble. Worse, he's a traitor. Whatever loyalty he had towards Lady Shah is long gone. It would please her greatly to see him meet his long overdue end, I'll wager.
We have to get inside.
I'm sure you have done a great many things to get this far, true soul. But above, you will stand in her very presence. Such an honor requires more.
Her words are diplomatic, but her face betrays her true feelings. Utter contempt for you and all your kind.
Disciple Zarelл has given you a chance to earn that honor. I believe you will find your rightful place in her design. Either you will ascend, or you will fall, and I find use for even the fallen. I hope that is some comfort to you.
The tower doesn't stink like an oak, so why are you here instead of out there looking for him? Oh, good. I love answering questions. It is something that General Thorm desires.
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
I am in awe of the power the relic must hold to be of such importance. General Thorm will not leave Moonrise without it. Fine. Talk to the Bugbear Quartermaster. Tell him he's to share my secret stash with you. Have I not been clear? Find Balthazar, and more importantly, the relic he holds. Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost.
From slate and engraved with Githyanki writing, it closely resembles the disc that Lae'zel deciphered. This time, the symbols easily resolve into coherent words and sentences. The story of Orpheus further unfolds. The Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver. That his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon, Ephelaman. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale. But beneath the roars we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son, Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. The chapter ends there. This disc might be of some interest to Lae'zel.
Be a dear and strike me deaf. Our guests are especially sobby today.
Face. Do as the warden says, when she says, and you'll be fine. And 1 foot in front of the other. Head forward. Back straight.
Let me guess. The Absolute is the only way. Don't bother. Why don't you and Zevlor take a long walk off a short...
Your conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for Disciple Balthazar's attention only. Your reasoning is hard to argue with. You're free to speak to the prisoners.
Want to help? The gnomes couple cells down are up to something, and we're in.
I can't read bloody minds. Go on, before someone sees.
You were in the grove, right? Please, have you seen Bex? Dark hair, golden eyes. Is she in another cell? Is she all right? She got away. Oh, thank the gods. Thank you. I was sure the curse. Look, tell her to go to Baldur's Gate. I'll meet her there.
Get us out of here before the necromancer comes back. Please.
There must be a way out of here. Please. I don't want to end up on some necromancer's slab.
You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you want with us, exactly? Huh. And why would you be so inclined? Barkus is out here? Didn't think he had the stones. Well, if he sent you, you're no slave to the Absolute. You're a damn wolf among sheep, aren't you? I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wilburn. We've got a plan, for us and the tieflings both. But we're scuppered without the right equipment. We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Even if it's not Iron Hand quality. Whatever you find, throw it through the bars. But for the love of Gerdel, make sure a guard doesn't see you, or we're both done for.
You spark of the familiar. Do I know you, true soul? Perhaps not. Your face is rather bland. Regardless, know this. I am the warden. The prisoners are my charges, and I answer to disciple Balthazar himself. Stay on my good side. Anyone who refutes the Absolute is an enemy of mine, true soul. You would do well to remember that. He sounds important, and I'm afraid the mere dregs are the only ones left in my care. Indeed. But all are kept out of reach and under constant surveillance in the office above. Prison security is my highest priority. My face might be bland, but yours? It is now carved into my memory forever. My, they are letting all... He is chief advisor to General Ketterik, and one of the Absolute's favored. His necromancy is second only to the General's. It is an honor to serve him.
Your mind swirls with information about the prison. The small levers behind the warden's desk open every cell, while the larger one triggers the alarm. And interesting items confiscated from prisoners lie above the warden's office, just up the ladder.
If you are going to stare, kindly do it elsewhere. As I said, you are free to roam where you wish, but do not speak to the prisoners. A pity you're already failing, then.
We're gonna wait until it's quiet, and then bust out the back wall. We'll grab the tieflings along the way. We'll need them if it comes to a fight. You, however, are the clincher. Once we move, keep the patrols busy. If the bastards spot us, all of bloody Moonrise will come down on us. Hurry, or we're all dead. All that's left is to ship off. My plan for now is to hide out on the water. Unless you have a better idea. Safe? That's no small claim in these parts. Lead the damn way.
Until time, skill, or luck brings you to Last Light's dock.
Hold there! You can't just land and start unloading strangers. They're procedures, damn it! No one gets in without being tested. Commander Jahira's orders. And they'll have it once we know they're free from infection. Here, form a line. Let's see if the Absolute's little pet recognizes any of you.
The Absolute's what? What are you doing?
If what you've said is true, no one has anything to fear. If not, well, we'll soon find out. Now, form a line. I'll not ask again. That's it.
You're all right. My gods, you're all right.
Come here, darling.
I was so scared I'd lost you.
Me too. But we're here now. Safe.
Credit where it's due. Bex, this is the one who helped me and the others escape.
This isn't the first time you've helped us. Saved our lives, really. Why? You make it sound so easy. But I know the lengths you've gone to on our behalf. We'll never forget it. Never, ever. Here. Take these for the road. It's the least I can do.
Yes, you saved me from shadow creatures. No need to gloat. I'm fine. It's Cal and Leah who need help.
Did you enjoy relaxing here while I battled that wretched darkness? What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, we got captured by murderous lunatics!
I thought you were dead, you ass! Both of you!
We're all safe, Roland. That's what matters.
I thought my entire family was dead!
I'm sorry. We should have been here.
No, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have shouted. I'm sorry.
Thank you for saving me. And the two idiots.
Humble too? Imagine that.
She has no cause to be humble. She brought us back together. A task I failed miserably at. You went out of your way to help us, It's only right you get something in return. Here. I hope it helps.
Thank you. I never thought I'd see these...
I'm not the best at showing it, but I love Callan Roland to death.
I've thanked you once already. Don't be greedy.
You're here! You're all right! How?
We're two tiefling queens, remember? I couldn't leave my favorite bard without her partner in crime. I did have some help from an old friend, though.
How did you do it? The druids back in the grove could have learned a thing or two from you.
You should have seen her. She was brave, but also terrifying. In a good way.
I never thought I'd see... well, anyone again. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. One last favor. Take this off my hands. It suits you better.
Rise were... bad. Real bad. Thank you for getting me out of there.
But we're together again. You damn well brought them back.
I don't need anything else. Thanks. Oh, Barkus. Perhaps later. Was there something else? I am more than a part. I am its oil and gears. We are inventors of the highest order, matched perhaps, but never surpassed. But our forebears were foolish, complicit with Saravok's madness over a century past. And so, we were banished. We still are to this day. The very one. It's the only I have fought tooth and nail to restore our reputation. Particularly against our return to Baldur's Gate will usher in a new era for the Iron Hand gnomes. The realm deserves the benefit of our genius. Oh, we hail from the same village in the Underdark. Barkus tends to make more of it than it is. I have plans in Baldur's. You should look for me once we're in the city. The name Wolverine Bongle will be mentioned among many, I've little doubt. That's Iron Hand gnome business. Surely Barkus will take care of that. Appreciate it.
Ah, there you are. Everyone seems to be quite a flutter. Do you know why? What? You're... Excuse me.
Wolverine! I heard you might be about. How the devil did you get stuck here, Barkus?
I'm not stuck. I came to find you, of course.
Why would you do a foolish thing like that? Really, Barkus?
Unfortunately for me, you're my friend. Rescuing you from mortal peril is my right.
But you didn't rescue me, did you? I rescued myself, with the aid of this helper.
Ah, it's you. I should have guessed. Thank you very much for your help finding Wolverine.
You don't belong here, Barkus. As soon as the way is clear, pack up and head to Baldur's Gate.
But... Wolverine... The rune powder. We need to discuss what you're going to...
I said go home!
Please, that isn't necessary.
Indeed. neither of you has any clue what's at stake. And why should you? It's Iron Hand gnome business. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a great deal to do.
Well, there we have it. Wulbren is safe and sound. Thanks to you. I owe you a great deal. The brilliant retort, for starters. Here you are. As promised, I give you the brilliant retort. Now, I believe our business is well and truly concluded. One and the same. Nonsense. When you've known each other as long as we have, there aren't sides. Wulbren can be a little sharp, but so can I. You should know that better than anyone. Well, perhaps Wulbren is right. Perhaps I ought to return to Baldur's Gate. Oh, that's all right. I'm a patient fellow. I'm sure you'll clear a path for everyone soon enough.
You're good to have humored Barkus for so long. The poor fellow is like creeping moss, if you know what I mean. Never mind. Now, is there something you want? I'm a busy man.
Nathaniel will be so scared there alone. We looked after each other for such a long time. I hope he's all right. Oh, thank the gods. Maybe I'll even get to see him again, once we're both well.
You feel its connection, its longing to be opened, to share its secrets. You open the book to the first page, with its shifting glyphs and strange whispers. The symbols dart beneath your eyes, warping and twisting. Your head throbs, but you almost understand. The world around you is gone. You feel claws moving in the shadows. They pull at you, dragging you closer. The glyphs scream, branding your mind with strange runes. You see time rewritten, fate undone, your future thrumming with power. The book snaps closed. You've seen too much. What profane knowledge is now seared inside of you should never have known. But its most powerful secrets are guarded by indecipherable glyphs. Without a key, they may be locked away forever.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. I am a cleric of Our Lady of Silver, the moon goddess Selûne. As long as I keep channeling her power, this inn stays uncursed. A defense to your offense. We've been waiting, hoping against hope, for someone like you. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira's sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
It hurts.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. Well, if I'd realized, I'd have spared the theatrics. In that case, you should be able to navigate a path straight to your target. That's good. Very good. I wish you luck. The very best of it. Ketterik is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketterik himself.
He's a flaming fist. Or was. Came with the others when we created this haven.
And I thank you for your hospitality. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketterik, alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketterik will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
I'm fine.
Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketterik will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that. Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to. No mercy. For Ketterik will have none on you. End this. To help those people escape Ketterik. Every soul saved is a blessing, and you're raining them upon us. Like most things in life. My thanks to your team. You work well together. Go on, then. It belongs to the goddess Shah. According to the Harpers, it fell here when they defeated Ketterik. The one who tried to have me kidnapped. I suppose they didn't defeat him quite hard enough. Moon and shadow. Light and dark. Divine sisters ever at war. And this place has become one more battlefield. Sometimes life forces us to choose sides. Luckily, sometimes the choice is obvious. Right place, right time. When a cleric of Selûne stumbles into a Sharan shadow, she's bound to set it to rights. At any cost. I could say the same. But perhaps we should save the trivia till we're on the other side of this thing. Promise not to die, and we'll celebrate with our life stories.
There's among us. A child taken. And still I can only feel relief. If they had taken Isabel too, You know me already. But you'll have the honor of making up for my blunder here. I trust that you will.